Ladies and gentlemen at all, this is Odeco, and welcome back to Blueprints. So when we last left off, we'd made some strides, unlocked the extra room outside, which lets us get permanent benefits. Found out that the red notes are only lies if they're typed, not if they're handwritten, which proceeds to mean that a lot of my things that I thought were lies might not have been. So I'll have to go back and reinvestigate a lot of those. Let's go back and do our bonus room here. I kind of assume this is always worth it. It's like 6 extra steps, but for a pretty large benefit. Here we go. So we heard about we heard about both of these while reading the glossary of terms and had not seen them before. I'm very intrigued by shelter. I forget exactly what the thing was. Oh, the shelter has a terminal in it. That's what we were seeing. Yeah, the shelter has a terminal in it. And it looks like it leads down, which is obviously of note because we're looking for a basement, a door to use the basement key on. The shrine. I'm intrigued by the shrine. I think the shrine blessings, it said it lasted for a few days. We have to leave coins for those. We don't have any coins right now. So I'm definitely going to do the shelter. Cool. Remain where you are for now. Given that the red guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Okay, so I think this is talking about this political intrigue of like the books have the Red Prince book had like a political undertones, and the Red Guard is probably investigating because of that. Time lock safe. Mount Holly bomb shelter. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlocked date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Oh my gosh. So we have to know what day it is and then set it for an hour in the future? Okay. Let's go back for now. Radiation monitor. I mean, we've seen some things that could hint at what day it is. I just haven't been paying much attention. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 microsieverts, is that it? I think that's it. 12 microsieverts or higher. Micro. Or is that nano? I think U is nano. 12 nanosieverts or higher. Emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically lock. Okay. So there's some thing we can do with the laboratory, presumably, that will trigger a lockdown. We know the password here. Hold on. I think I fat fingered it. Swan song. There we go. All right. Gonna note down some of this info. Lab radiation reaches 10 USV or higher, triggers lockdown. And then also find out date. Yeah, because we've seen clocks, and the clocks move pretty quickly to the point where, I mean, you could just set a time, and then you could probably wait, I don't know, like a few minutes, and it would be an hour. So, that part seemed doable. I'm assuming it means hour, like the like it would be following the hours as said by those clocks. I think this is all going to be the same stuff. Email can only be accessed from the office. Yep. Very, very, very intrigued by that. Yeah, there's so many fun. Oh, I think that maybe I didn't see it correctly, but I think that stairwell and the shelter were considered two different rooms, so it took even more steps than usual to go there. But maybe I'm misremembering. You know what? This benefit is actually pretty great because multiple times we've been screwed by either the archives or the dark room, or dark room might still have the same issue, but all right, let's get into it. Right away, we have our upgraded storeroom, which is excellent. I will trust that we will be able to get the storeroom. I'm gonna give us an extra door first. Let's do the closet. Now I have to check all these again. Okay, that is typed. So that one is actually a lie. It is funny how, like, I don't know how it clearly said unless handwritten beneath that note, and I just, like, my eyes glided over it. Parlor is always good. Storeroom is also always good. I'm gonna do parlor just so it doesn't block me off. One funny thing about the parlor is, like, these are clearly windows. They're they're facing the interior of the house. I guess that's why they're drawn like that. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. So that's neither a lie nor true. So then one of these has to be telling the truth and the other has to be telling a lie. So let's see. If this is the truth, then this one would also be the truth. But if this is the truth, then this one could be a lie. So I think they're in the black one. Okay, there's no magnifying glass this time. All right, storeroom. Take advantage of your upgraded status. Cool. All right, feeling great with consumables. Shops are now very much more on the table than they were before because we have a good amount of coins here. These are both fine. I kind of like pantry. I think it's a little better to be. Has a few bonus things in here. And it's pointed the right direction. Let's do den. Okay, I think every time I've gotten the den recently, there's been the chest in the corner here. So I was just starting to think that was a thing that was always in the den, but that must just be like a common spawn place for it. Not like universally the case. This is a pretty good time to get the nursery. This is also a good chapel. I think it would block the negative effect. Yeah, I'm gonna do the chapel because if I don't do the chapel, then I only have this one room, and it has to be a north-facing door. So yeah, let's do the chapel. Now the question is, the next 3 red rooms drafted, so it's not the next 3 times I entered the chapel. It's like permanently the chapel is not have that negative effect, which is quite nice. Yeah, let's definitely do the commissary. That is printed. That is not handwritten. Yeah, that looks like it's supposed to be sort of typewriter. So that has got to be... Okay, these are different. These are different pictures. Because before it was with the campground and without the... That's interesting. I have no idea what that could mean. Running shoes. Sledgehammer, magnifying glass, sleeping mask. So the running shoes are what I requested. I am going to buy them. It's probably a waste to use my money like this. Occasionally save. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Does that mean longer distances? Does that mean only when it's outside, or does that like just mean between rooms sometimes? It seems not super useful if it's outside, but if it's inside, that would be quite good. Just to like randomly benefit. Just have a slower drain on your steps. This seems like a great courtyard. Get the sledgehammer anyway for free. Again, have not... Okay, it says locked trunk, so that must mean the kind of chest that we saw... that we usually see in the den. I just must not have had both of those items simultaneously at any point. Or found a chest while I had the sledgehammer. More likely to get green rooms while drafting. If I had the shovel, that would be tempting. But I don't. Let's do the corridor. So far, the running shoes have not kicked in at all. Oh, I mean, that's quite a good drawing room. I want to do the drawing room. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the running shoes just saved me a step going in here. Okay, I like that a lot. I don't know what the odds are of them triggering, but that is quite nice. Locked. Utility closet is very good. I kind of want the utility closet, but this is not a good spot for it, really. Honestly, I'm gonna redraw. These were not ideal either. I could use my dice, but I'm not gonna waste it. I'm interested by the coat check, but I just don't have good items that I would care about. That's good for the secret garden key, but like these are just pretty standard utility items that I'll be able to find pretty frequently. Honestly, is the downward facing door worth more than 10 steps? That's kind of what I've come to now. This maybe is crazy. I'm gonna get no, because let's do this one, because I have the running shoes, so I can be a little less. Oh, you know what? I bet the magnifying glass would go hard on some detail in here, and I'm guessing it's zooming in on the safe. And the commissary had magnifying glass for sale. Definitely could be worth checking out. Because the safe... Isn't the safe in this room? I don't know that. I'm very tempted by that. We'll see if we have a... Oh, I'm not going to waste a key there. Commissary was straight ahead there. Well, let's try this first. Really good passageway. Pretty good bedroom. Honestly, the bedroom is almost as good because we're going to get an upwards facing... Well, we're hopefully going to get an upwards facing door here. So the passageway... Yeah, we're going to do the bedroom. But first, I'm very curious about this. I want to... And I think I... This is a bit of a hunch, but I think it's... If it does work out, I think it'll definitely be worth it. Yeah, definitely a waste of a... Oh, no. Shame. That felt like the kind of thing that there would be a little detail there that like the magnifying glass would be useful for, but fortunately didn't work out. All right. I'm not disappointed that I tried it. Let's see if there's anything else. Because you can definitely the magnifying glass does like Swan Song was scribbled out to the point where it was pretty much illegible. Maybe if you had Photoshop, you could try and trace the letters or something, but like just looking at it was pretty illegible, and the magnifying glass definitely cleared out some of the ink when it was zoomed in so you could read it. So I thought it might be something similar there. I'm not seeing much. Little unfortunate, but Glad I tried it out. The other thing, let me get my journal out here. So we had a note, and it said the safe code was 9083, and it was written on a red card, so I thought it was a lie. But I don't know if that note was handwritten. So let's give it a shot anyway. Oh. Maybe it must have been a lie. Clear. 9083. Enter. Shame. Must have been a lie. I was excited for a second. I was like, that must have been handwritten. And I just didn't know at the time what that meant. Because that was such a weird note to find. Like, what do you mean the safe code is a lie? That doesn't give us any information other than a single code that can't be. Oh, this door is locked. Yeah, we are definitely running low on steps here. So that is something to be on the lookout for. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to have to figure out, like, maybe we could figure out whose bedroom this is by the postcard. Because we definitely have seen that people are from, like, we've seen Reading. Oh. Is there... Can we take the photo out somehow? Doesn't look like it. Walk-in closet, 4 items. That's pretty good. I mean, the Nook is +1 key. And it gives us an extra door, which is also very good. It's probably getting greedy here, but 4 items. Oh, the compass is excellent. Well, I say that. I feel like it hasn't really been much benefit so far. But it seems like it should be excellent. Okay. It's nice. I'm frantically using my magnifying glass, desperate to justify my purchase. I think we only got... Did we only get 3 items in here so far? Is there another thing? Or am I crazy? It's possible I'm crazy. Giant chess piece. I definitely have noticed a few other large chess pieces. Randomly distributed around the house. And I've kind of been like, in the back of my mind, that's like, that seems like a puzzle thing, but don't know what it means. Maybe it's worth noting down. Pawn in closet. Giant pawn in closet. Yeah, it's the kind of detail that, like, just stuck out enough that it's like, maybe that's something. But okay, there. Yeah, see, there's a giant pawn in the bedroom too. It's golden. Is this the same person? I'm wondering if maybe the walk-in closet is only... Oh, I don't want to... I'm not going to go back into the closet and see if I can... That would be a waste of steps, but... Alright. Never mind. So where do we want to go next? We could keep going north. We're closer to this door, though, so let's do this one. Is this another... Yeah, and then there's the golden pawn here. Maybe it is just like a common decoration in this house, but... I don't remember. One of the rooms we were in definitely had like a large knight, which was, I think, the thing that kind of in the back of my mind made me think of it. Oh, security room. Security room with good doors. Excellent. Dining room also has good doors, but it's not as valuable as the security room. Anything new in here? I don't think so. So now we definitely are looking out for the utility closet. Unfortunately, we've seen it already and I didn't grab it, but... Set security level. Set to low for now, and then set offline mode to unlocked. Well, I was going to say we're like locking ourselves in, but really we're locking ourselves in with all of these. I mean, it's probably smart to use the redraw. I do only have one key. So if I have to, and this door is locked. So that is pretty scary. I mean, I really do want the utility closet. It's so good, but I don't know. I'm just so... That's so scary to be, like, totally sealed in. I think we should redraw, unfortunately. Gotta do passageway here, I think. We don't really... Well, we don't have the gems for that anymore, but also we don't have the coins for it anymore. For that to be super useful. Even though we have the salt. Running shoes are going to have to save us. Coupon book. What's this? Okay. Could be useful. All right, let's do utility closet. We want garage on. Why did the gymnasium, we found it and it did nothing. Like there was no, it didn't seem to have anything powered in it. Very odd. Guess we'll keep it switched off. I feel like maybe I'm wrong about this. I think every time we've found the box, the garage has been switched off, which does make sense because that means that because you want the garage to be on, so it gives you a benefit, another benefit for finding the utility closet. Okay. I'm going to go back here. We're going to set security to high so that we find more of the doors, so that they'll be unlocked when we find them. Change security level. There we go. All right, we need another north-facing door here. So this one seems good because I believe there will be no negative, there will be no downside. Because we have the bunker. Okay, so the light didn't turn off. I don't know if that's because of the bomb shelter or if it's because I turned the... Like, I feel like every time I've come to the dark room, I've had the power turned off to it. This is the same picture that was in that closet. 11:28. Okay. Don't know what that means. Picture in dark room. 11:28. Carved on tree. Obviously, I'm assuming it's a date. I think we have seen that orchard. And I believe the orchard had a padlock that was a 4-digit code. So that would make some amount of sense. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the west wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to... So keep an eye on that. So this can't be her ladyship. Also, her ladyship, her room must be in the west wing. And then this, like, old picture. We don't know who this is, but it seems like the implication is it's not her ladyship. It's as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. I'm going to print screen that just because it seems like there's a lot of juicy info in that. Syncaco camera. This has got to be... this feels like it's probably Herbie. Probably Baron Sinclair himself. Oh, also my magnifying glass justified itself because I found that... Oh, it has very much justified itself. Excellent. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Green memos in Hartley's room are false. Now, you may be asking yourself, who's Hartley? Into that. That is a wonderful question. That's not... I don't believe any of the staff had the last name Hartley that we've seen. Strange. Same picture. Same picture. Yeah, so we need to figure out who Hartley is. Oh, okay. This must be the office that we're seeing a picture of. I don't think there's any detail we can glean here. Oh, the office has, that looks like a bishop giant chess piece. So I'm feeling better about that. Well, we found 4 pawns in a row. I was like, maybe this isn't anything, but okay, cool. And this door's locked. Very cool. Secret. Oh. That's cool. I want that one. Don't have the gems for it. Spare room's not bad, though. Definitely running low on steps here. This will be our third. Okay, so which rank is this? This is rank 6. So we need to get 2 more ranks and then a meal will be served. So that'll give us some steps, which is nice. Gym, it doesn't have a negative, but it's like the doors aren't drastically better than the dining room. It's slightly better because we have access to this one over here, so this would point us towards the west, but I'm going to do dining room. I also feel like the dining room had like random food in it last time, which would be nice. Although, maybe that doesn't appear to be the case this time. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, so we need to get 2 more ranks and then food will be served here. Locked. That's probably good. Yeah, I kind of suspect as much. Let's go forward. This will give me more gems. And we don't have anything that wants more bedrooms anyway, so. The bedrooms do seem to have lore in them, so at some point I would like to take this, but it's not a good time for it. Not a good place for it, I should say. Oh, did this one give gems? I can't remember what this one gave. 3 times 5, 15. 6, I guess purple is division, so 6 divided by 2, 3. All right, 3 times 5, 15, minus 6. Surely there must be some order of operations that I'm not understanding. But I guess the answer possibilities are so limited that you can just kind of figure it out. But yeah, 15 minus 6. No, wait. Because purple we thought was division. Okay, 6 minus 3. Okay, that's what I think it is. So it's 6 minus 3 is 3, times 5 is 15, divided by 15 is 1. Keys, keys, keys. Love the keys. I think. Yeah, we definitely wanted keys. Oh, great gymnasium too. We don't need this because, well, we don't have the gems for it anyway, but we're about to get food. Okay, so all the lights are turned off in here. Is it possible that the lights turned off in here also disables the downside? I just can't figure out what the benefit would be. Well, we can't do cloister. I mean, these aren't great, unfortunately. Yeah, these are... Oh, the... Shoot. This pretty much locks us off from all of this. We still might be able to go to the antechamber, but we'd have to go all the way around here. Library is probably the better one. And the nice thing is I'll be able to go back and get the food now. Okay, now we can sign up for a new book next time we come through. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. We've seen Reddington a few times, including that postcard in the bedroom. Could be interesting. Drafting strategy. Because I'm struggling with my drafting strategy, I'm inclined to pick this one. This one also seems like a something that'll be useful for a puzzle. So I'm going with one of these two, but I'm curious about the drafting strategy. So let's do that one. Cool. Let's... Oh, shoot. Darn it. I want aquarium, but I don't have the gems, and I can't back out. So I have to do freezer. But then I'm done. I should have waited to see if I could get... That was silly. I should have done all the other doors first. Try my best to get gems before I clicked this. I wasn't considering that, but yeah. Because I really needed this one to go well. I mean, I don't have the lever yet, so even if I got the antechamber, it's not like I think I have access to it, but yeah, I really needed this one to go well if I wanted any chance of getting to the antechamber, so I should have tried everything to get as many gems as possible before accessing it. Unfortunate. I mean, we have to do this one. And it's... Oh, this seems okay. Okay, there's definitely a puzzle here. Oh, hold on. Is this a doorway? Can we turn this off? Master Sinclair's personal freezer. I mean, there's puzzle stuff in here. There's a key. There's a note. There's a doorway that leads the direction we want it to lead. There are gems in here. How do we turn this off? Key. Another chess piece. What is this? It's like a layout of the house. And that T is in the spot where the freezer currently is. Very bizarre. Oh man, I really want to be able to turn this off. Alright, let's go back to the dining room. Let's get our food before we starve to death. Oh, it's gonna be close actually. I didn't realize it was gonna be that close. But we'll make it. What do we get? Plus 10 if you have a boiler room in your house. We do not, but we're gonna eat it anyway. Oh, plus 21. Nice. Yeah, let's do this one. Oh wait, forget if the gymnasium was locked. So my thought is if we can build a boiler right next to the freezer or a furnace. That would seem like the kind of thing that would melt a freezer. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh. Oh, it's warming up in here. You can see the temperature going up. Stuff starting to melt. Yeah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Get the gems. Get access to whatever's in there. Upgrade disc, cool. We have a security room. Should be able to get back there, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I'll be able to get back there. Network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls. Oh, siren going by outside. At least as many as we could fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off of the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. Oh, this is the gardener who got fired for being lazy, and maybe he was just helping Randolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided that we are going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacement should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Ravane, admin key Reva D. Admin key Reva D, and then Denny Ravane is the gardener. Does that match up with that other note we saw? Yep, Mr. Ravane was the groundskeeper who was fired for being lazy. It's pretty funny. Help Randolph install the network. I don't know who Randolph is. And then fit into the surrounding walls of the grotto off of East Drive. Let's see. Servers hidden in grotto walls off East Drive. I have lots of good info here. So I guess is the server. I don't know what we do with these servers, but here's another one. Why didn't this melt? I want this stuff to melt. Maybe I need to leave it open and go back to the furnace to dethaw. Now I'm worried about not making it back to the... All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna trust that my running shoes will help, but I'm nervous. Shoot, if I don't make it back, I'm gonna be sad. Yeah, I don't know how to dethaw this. Maybe I have to turn off the power or something. I'm gonna be honest, I also think well, it was good info, but I'm weird. Okay. Gonna try and make it back to security in time, although I am now very nervous about not making it in time. Come on, running shoes. Don't fail me now. It's just straight shot to security. Ooh, I think I will make it. Good. Good, good, good. Was there something in the utility closet? Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. Insert disk. Hallway. Curious what this upgrade will be. An extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. +1 key, +1 locked trunk. +1 hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. I mean, hallways are quite good, but that's a little too nebulous of a benefit. When these other two are like more concrete benefits. I'm intrigued by the locked trunk. I'll be sad the second I get a hallway and I need a key and it's a locked trunk instead, but I'm gonna do it. The other thing is, I think I definitely have seen the place where you put in the admin key, Reva D, that we just learned. But it was not here. I don't remember where it was that you put in the admin key. No. These I had access to. It wasn't anything here, was it? It wasn't any of these. Yeah, I didn't figure out what the date is. I know the time. Oh, there's a big knight there. All right. With my last few steps, I want to try to get to the utility closet, which I think is going to be tight. We might have to get a shoe trigger here just because I want to look at what the options are and see if it's no, I couldn't do it. Couldn't see if the freezer was one of the options. Shame. Villa of Fire and Ice. This is where George R.R. Martin currently lives, where he's not writing Winds of Winter. Cool. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with everything we found. Found there. Definitely got a lot of good info. Got the admin password. Got something, the grotto off the East Drive. I don't think we've even gotten the East Drive yet. So the East Drive must be something that you access the same way the West Drive we got by putting the garage on the west side. East Drive must be something similar. I don't know. The freezer was cool, but I don't know how to get that extra stuff that was in there. I was very curious about that. So still have to figure that out. I feel like it probably is the utility closet. There were like extra things in the utility closet that I never knew what they did. But that would make sense if you could like turn off the power to that. But lots of stuff to think about. Definitely felt like I made some good progress there. But I will call that episode there. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll keep going next time. Thanks a lot.